Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. Wednesday, 2025, or Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. And it is a big day because Valley Converting is with us once again, bringing you the 9-minute fill-up. I want to thank everybody for being a part of the 9-minute fill-up. Can't thank you enough for that. And can't thank Mike Biasi and the crew in Toronto, Ohio, the Gem City, T-Town, for all that they do for us. Of course, if you have paper products that you want to recycle, just get in touch with Valley Converting in Toronto, Ohio. Now, if it's a big day. It is a really big day. A friend of mine, a special day, or three friends of mine, a very special day. Well, there's more than that, if I go to all the places I've been. But it is National Weather Forecaster Day, National Meteorology, Weathermen, however you want to go, weather women, weather men, weather person. It is National Weather Day. And here's the story. When the weather is pleasant, as we enjoy, but especially when it is not, there are men and women who keep us informed and help plan our days. Now, a lot of people complain they're not right all the time. That's not, if you want it down to the actual degree, the actual wind speed, the exact time when something's going to happen, rain, snow, whatever. Well, you need to talk to God or Mother Nature, because but the forecasts, especially here at WTOV 9, Jeff Exline, Nathan Shutt, Amanda Very, they do an excellent job of pinpointing what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. And today is a big day because Wednesday is the day to celebrate them on National Weather Person's Day. So we want to thank Jeff, Nathan, Amanda, and everybody out there that is doing their level best to give us the best information. February 5th officially marks the birthday of John Jeffries, born on this day in 1744. Now, the interesting thing that Jeff mentioned to us as we left the set this morning, that his name is Jeffrey John. So maybe mom and dad knew that he needed those first two names in some sort of order so he could be a weather person, a meteorologist. Considered one of America's first weather observers was John Jeffries. As I mentioned, born on this day back in 1744. First weather observers, he kept detailed records for decades. They also serves to honor all of those who work in meteorology and weather forecasting, either on TV or radio or behind the scenes. So Jeff, Nathan, and Amanda absolutely qualify. They do a spectacular job. It's also a recognition of storm spotters, observers, and others in the industry in times of extreme weather. Of course, we just had the movie this past summer, Twisters. That was the second one. You had Twister and then Twisters, the storm chasers that chase the tornadoes. Of course, you have all of the equipment that they track with the hurricanes with. Flying into the eye of the storm to let us know the information on the hurricanes, where they're coming, and how strong they may or may not be. Weather professionals, according to this story, are invaluable to deliver critical information. That is exactly true. The pros crunch weather data include the people who work at the National Weather Service. So we can't thank them enough. So thank you to Jeff and Nathan and Amanda and all the weather observers out there. We have weather observers that send in information every day to Jeff and Nathan and Amanda. They give them the current times and temperatures. I know in the morning, Jeff has all of the spots. I think there's about 8 or 9. I think there may be 9 of them that send in information and let us know exactly what's going on with the temperatures around the Ohio Valley. So that is always important as well. Marion checking in. Good morning. Good morning indeed. Hopefully you're having a great morning. We're having a great morning here. We're just talking about celebrating the National Weather Person's Day. And our group of weather people here at WTOV 9, I just think they do an outstanding job. And when you really break it down day in, day out, they are on the money. They really are on the money more often than not. Now, speaking of the money, and Marion, if you have any thoughts on anything, please don't hesitate to ask any questions or share any thoughts. And if you if you're out there, we want to invite everybody to do that before the News 9 Sports on the Go Thursday night at 7 o'clock at Seven Ranges Entertainment at the Fort Steuben Mall. Chime it in. Take your phone, turn it horizontal, take a picture, or not a picture, but take a video. Hey, I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win their third straight Super Bowl because, or I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be the new Super Bowl champion because, and send it in to us. Chime it into WTOV 9. Chime it in. It's on the app, and you can do that as well. And give us a hot take on what you think is going to happen in the Super Bowl. You know, Brian has a hot take on the Super Bowl. If not the Super Bowl, on the Ohio State Buckeyes. News 9's weather is the best. Brian, thank you. I'll pass that along to Jeff and everybody else. Again, can't thank them enough for all of their hard work. And I know some people think it's the easiest job out there because you don't have to be right all the time. It's a tough job. They sweat over it. They actually, our weather forecasters, our meteorologists here, Joe, Nathan, and Amanda, they do their own forecasts. They don't get it from someplace else. They do the science behind it. And sometimes I look at the maps and numbers and I don't know what they're even looking at. But they do a great job. Joe, good morning. Hope everything is going well with you. And can't thank you enough for checking in. And one of the things we were going to talk about, this is also the other two national days today. One of them, I didn't even know this was a day, but okay, all right. Who am I to judge? National Shower with a Friend Day. Just going to leave that alone. What I read, however, on the National Day calendar, you're actually supposed to learn about the benefits of filtered chlorine-free water. So that is National Shower with a Friend Day, and we're just going to leave that alone. So there you have it. But it's actually, and then they went into, winter's the loneliest month and Valentine's Day, all kinds, and I just leave it alone. So you have Weather Person's Day and National Shower with a Friend Day. But then this one caught my eye as well today. Girls and Women's in Sports Day, recognizing schools, organizations, and teams that help girls and women in sports and give them a place to play. And some of the things they talk about on the national calendar is provides girls and women with confidence, leadership skills, ability to work with a team. And that's the great thing about sports in general, is learning how to work as a team, because as you go through life, whether it's in school or whether it's in business, you have to work as a team in many of those jobs to make sure you get everything done that you need to get done. And then I thought to myself last night, went to the gym with my dad, and we came back home, and he went about his business, checking in on everything Syracuse. So a big Syracuse fan. So I'm very excited about this past football season. Not so much on the basketball team right now. They're struggling a little bit, but he's always backing them. So he went and did his thing. So I was just kind of hanging around, and I thought, I'll find something on TV to watch. So I'm flipping through. I think it was on Netflix, and I'm flipping through, and I found Sue Bird in the Clutch. And if you don't know who Sue Bird is, Sue Bird was a point guard, floor general, whatever you want to call her, but she ran the show. She ran the show for her youth teams, went to Christ the King in New York City and Queens, and was top notch and was recruited by UConn, the Huskies, won a couple of national titles, undefeated team. Gino Auriemma, the head coach, he believes it could be the greatest team ever assembled in college basketball, 39-0. And she was a point guard for that. Had her and Diana Taurasi. There's 3 Hall of Famers on that team. And then it just explained her journey and how she's evolved into the person that she is. And then after, being at UConn, getting to play in the Olympics, which was her favorite thing, because as a kid, that's what you saw. There was a chance to go and play in the Olympics. 5-time gold medalist. Or it was four-time gold medalist, 4-time gold medalist. I might be getting the backwards, but either, I think it was 4-time gold medalist, and then won the WNBA title 4 times, so 4 or 5 times. I'm getting those two confused. But the interesting thing about the journey was how she learned about herself, how she learned how to be a better teammate, a better friend, and a better family member. Talked about her mom and dad, and her dad was kind of like, "Yeah, I thought she was good. I didn't realize she was that good." And then he found that out, and it was just an interesting story, and it just fits with today as National Girls and Women's in Sport Day, and it followed all the way through her retirement, her last year playing in the WNBA, and all of the work she had to do physically and mentally to get ready for all this 21 years, and just absolutely sensational. Leads the WNBA in games played, minutes played, assists, just crazy totals that may not be approached anytime soon, and then retired, and was a huge factor in the CBA working on the collective bargaining agreement to try and make that better, because she had to, during her career, go over to Russia. Diana Taurasi and just a number of the big stars in the WNBA had to go over to Europe and play because they could get paid more money and make a living that could sustain them throughout the entire year, where the WNBA at the time wasn't paying salaries that worked out, because they only played 4 months, and then okay, save that money because you're going to have to pay for the rest of the year. So it was a very interesting story. So a great watch. Sue Bird in the clutch is what you want to take a look at. I talked about her personal life as well. She is the partner of Megan Rapinoe. I think they're married. So she talks about having coming out as a gay athlete, and when she was younger in her career, how that was frowned upon. No one talked about it, but athletics and the platform that she has allowed her to do that. So very interesting story. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because today is National Girls and Women's in Sports Day, and she is a great example of what sports can mean to somebody and how it can impact their life, their family's life, and their friends' lives around them, and how they interact with each other just on a day-to-day. So it was a very interesting story. So if you have an opportunity, Sue Bird in the clutch might be a great day to see it. I'm ready for a road trip to the beach, see your mom. I am too. Speaking of mom, she checked in with her the other day. She's doing well. And she's down in North Carolina, complaining that it was 40, 50, 60 degrees. And I thought, Mom, don't complain. It's actually pretty nice. So yeah, I mean, that might be that would be a good road trip. That's something we need to do. But first, we're gonna have to watch the Super Bowl. I don't think we'll make it there this weekend. So we're gonna have to watch the Super Bowl. Now, my mom, let's see, it's who's playing in this, Kansas City and Philadelphia. Who's mom gonna root for? If I had to guess, she will root for the Philadelphia Eagles. She is an East Coast girl from New Jersey. So I think she's going to go Philadelphia. Who does everybody have, or want to save those picks until Friday? But how about this? If you're from Philadelphia, one retailer. This is an interesting deal. I think it's simply the animals against the Kansas City. All right, one pet retailer offers free treats if the Philadelphia Eagles win Super Bowl 59. So, all right, Chewy is offering 59,000 free treats for birds, dogs, and cats, but only if the Eagles beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. If the Eagles win, if Philadelphia wins, the company says it will share a promo code that can be redeemed on Chewy.com. Now, I've actually used, when Sweets was still with us, I actually used Chewy.com. Pretty good site. I mean, they do a good job. They order your stuff and you get it there within the next day or two. They actually do a pretty good job. Give them a little shout out. Brian rooting for Philadelphia. Nice. I'm leaning Kansas City. That's who I think's going to win. But I may be rooting for the Eagles. We'll have to see. I haven't made up my mind. I'm actually just hoping for a really good game. That would be great. They had a great game the last time. Super Bowl 57. Oh, I didn't bring the stats in. Super Bowl 57. Jalen Hurts had 3 touchdown runs But Patrick Mahomes, 10 points down at halftime, brings Kansas City back, and then Butker hits the game-winning field goal to make it a 38-35 win. So it's huge. San Fran, yeah, go Niners, go Niners. They host the Super Bowl next year, and they're going to be very much in contention. Maybe they'll be able to play at home for the Super Bowl next year because they're going to host it in Santa Clara, that beautiful new Levi's Stadium that they have. Hopefully they don't get any rain or anything like that, but that should be fun next year. San Fran getting ready for Super Bowl 60. Super Bowl 60. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Now back to the Chewy.com. The company will share the code on its Instagram story after the game. So I guess you have to have Instagram if you want to see that. And we'll open to all for at least 1 week or until supplies last. Chewy also says it will be donating 59,000 pounds of food to the Pennsylvania SPCA and the Kansas City Pet Project. So that's pretty good, because a lot of people. It's tough times out there for a lot of people, whether it's for individuals or for pets. Pet food's expensive. Pet food's expensive. Treats and stuff like that. It's not cheap, and sometimes it can be a little help here and there is something that can really benefit everybody. So if you have a pet, if you have a dog, a cat, a bird, I guess you have to root for the Eagles because you can get some free Chewy treats for free snacks for your four-legged friends or two-legged friends if it's a bird. Anyway, so interesting. Chewy's going to do that. I think it's a pretty good idea. 59,000 pounds of food. That's a lot of food. So good for them. And it's been a great time talking to everybody today. But we have to run. Jeff, the National Weather Person's Day recipient of all of our love. I think he's going to be on here a little bit talking the weather. So you want to check in on that. Of course, you want to check in with us on midday. And again, if you want to share a hot take on the Super Bowl, who do you think is going to win? Take your camera out. Go to the WTOV 9. Take your camera out. Hey, I think they're going to win because of this or that or whatever or anything in the world of sports. And then get on the WTOV 9 app and chime it in. And we will look to use it on News 9 Sports on the Go Thursday night from Seven Ranges in Steubenville. It's at 7 o'clock on all of our digital platforms, so to speak. YouTube page, Facebook page, WTOV 9. So if you do that, that would be great. We greatly appreciate it. Always love to hear your comments. I want to thank Brian for checking in, Joe for checking in, and everybody for checking in. And I can't see anymore. All right, Marion, thank you for checking in as well. Have a great day, Marion. Thank you. Marion was first on the block today. Greatly appreciate that. So thanks for checking in. And we're going to be pulling for your Niners next year to host the home game in San Francisco at Santa Clara, Levi's Stadium. Marion, thank you very much for checking in. Brian, Joe, thank you very much. Please check in anytime that you would like. We greatly appreciate it. And remember, everybody, Ohio Valley Converting in T-Town, the Gem City, they'll recycle your paper products. You give them a call if you need them, and they will do a great job. And I want to remind everybody, two rules. All right, we're ready. We're ready for that Super Bowl. Maybe that's the road trip next year. Super Bowl to out to San Francisco area for the 49ers if they get in there. Two rules, everybody. Have fun and try your best. Have a great day. We will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And we will go over a whole new topic lineup, and we're getting closer to the Super Bowl, so maybe we have to make that official pick, or maybe we'll hold on to it till Friday. We'll have to wait and see. But again, thank you for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. Can't thank you enough.